Hello, wonderful people. Welcome to another week of me cooking. Instead of doing an intro outro, I am going to voice over this entire thing and hopefully I can keep up with 10 minutes. So, my first meal was an herb roasted citrus chicken, and I've already put together some oil, some lemon zest, some garlic, some sugar, and some lemon juice. Sometimes you're lemon and sometimes you're the juice. Am I right? I don't know. We'll see. I'm also slicing up some oranges and I'll be squeezing some orange juice in there too because if you have lemons, you may as well have oranges too. Aren't you glad I'm kind of going that route? All right, squeezing some orange juice. Too bad it wasn't with some champagne, but whatever. All right, Italian seasoning, paprika, garlic powder, pepper, and salt in a jar because that's how I live my life. And this was a ridiculous amount of time for me to stir. Even if this was not sped up, it's still, I mean, look at this. It's crazy. All right, next up, chicken. Of course, because it's just me eating this, it's a small batch season, just like always. So I'm layering my oranges and lemons and my chicken, and I am also pouring out that oil mixture, and then, man, I must be hungry. Um, kind of marinating my chicken in this. However, the recipe says if you marinated this, that would have been just like super duper lovely if, you know, I had read the directions prior to. And also kept on reading because, hi, there are onions in this recipe as well. So here I am decimating a red onion. And then, oh, finally remembering to film that. So good job, Lena. Anyway, all of that is ready to go, except let's throw some more seasonings on there and slap it with some more olive oil because you know what? Chicken is bland. Let's spice it up. I'm the type of person, I kind of grew up really close to Louisiana, so hot and spicy foods kind of rule my life. So I like flavor, and chicken just doesn't have any. So I knocked that into the oven, and then I started on some potatoes for some, looks like mashed potatoes. So chunking up some russets and then throwing them on to boil and then cracking open a can of Italian green beans. This is kind of a rare thing for me, and I kind of clipped it out, but I had trouble with that stupid can opener. And it's one of those ones from Pampered Chef where it's like the soft edge where you don't have to worry about cutting yourself because that is me. I'm accident prone. I was craving these green beans because somebody said something about green beans, and hi, look, here's quote unquote B roll for you. Enjoy. Sizzling hot chicken, and then you get to see me mash up that goodness. One teeny tiny little potato, and I wanted to make this kind of like a creamy version of what I normally would do, which is just sour cream, salt, pepper, butter, and cheese. But instead of regular old cheese, I did cream cheese because I think it's a pioneer woman thing to make the potatoes creamy. Made these kind of sticky. I'm not really complaining because it was really delicious, but oh my gosh, why is there sound there? Enjoy that little filming sound. I don't want to cut it out. I don't want to mess with it. So, this is what my plate looked like. Doesn't it look delicious? It was delicious. I just wish my chicken had a little bit more flavor. Yep. Let's keep on looking at that. Okay, wonderful clips. Okay, now you get to see the back of me. I had done some prep work earlier in the day and cooked my bacon in the oven for this next recipe. This is the cheesy ranch bacon chicken pasta. I still have to think about that every single time I consider this recipe. But here I am chopping up that cooked bacon, and I crisp it up a little bit more because I like my bacon a little soft, and I did batch cooked my bacon for the rest of the week because I've been having bacon with breakfast and other things. So I'm crisping it up a little bit further because I know it was going to sit in this cheesy sauce with ranch in it that I am going to be making for this. Draining it, of course, on some paper towels and then a little bit of reserved bacon grease with some butter because, all of that is so dang delicious. Yeah. And I really hate touching raw meat, but I have to. So there's my curly fingers cubing up some chicken because bite-sized pieces. Am I right? I'm too tired to shred anything. So here we are. I guess I've skipped some processes. I am just cooking the chicken and then I threw the ranch seasoning with some flour to kind of thicken it up and cook it all together. And don't worry, I'll put links to recipes below, or I'll put the actual recipes themselves with the links wherever I find them. So adding some milk to kind of make the chicken and ranch a little bit creamy to prepare it for the sheer amount of cheese that I'm going to be putting in there. And stir, stir, stir. Get it to the right consistency and thickness. And here comes all that cheese. Oh my God. Put more cheese on there. There you go. All right. Throw in the bacon, stir it around, contemplate getting a bigger pan, and just don't do it because you're too lazy. I have 1,000 pans. I like to cook. Did I want to dirty up another one? Yeah, no. I have enough patience with myself to do this and just hope for the best. I don't know why I reserved that bacon because honestly, it could have gone in there and added a little bit more flavor. But I think I used the rest of that bacon in the green beans. So after the green beans had cooked from the previous day for leftovers, I, used them in the green beans. So I just threw them in there. What you didn't see was me cooking the pasta. And this was ridiculously too much yet again. So once the pasta was cooked and the chicken sauce was done, stir it all together. Hey, look. That's my pasta, chicken, ranch, cheesy. Yep. And leftover green beans. Because it was good. Don't knock it, okay? All right. This one is the En-Cheez-Lada Casserole that I received, or I sourced, from a recipe book from my time as a preteen. And I think I had the wherewithal to show all of the seasonings that I'm using rather than guessing about what they are. So knock it back a few seconds and screenshot that mess because this is basically kind of like a dump and go and season as you want. I added more seasons than the recipe shows. I hate this part because one, I don't like Cheez Whiz because it's not a real flavor of anything. It's processed cheese product. But for the purposes of the recipe, I was feeling a little bit nostalgic. I'm using it simply because it was simple. Now, corn tortillas, I sliced them up and then easy peasy, dumped them in some taco sauce. And then this is kind of like an enchilada lasagna sauce. Chicken Cheeselada mixture at the bottom of the pan. Layer with those soaking corn tortillas. Maybe add some cheese if you want to. I might have added some between the layers. I don't quite remember. Maybe you'll see me do it. Maybe not. Who knows? But layer that with the En-Cheez-Lada mixture. Rinse, repeat. However many times you want to. I don't remember how big this should be, but this is not a standard 9x13 casserole dish. This is like half the size, but I also have 3 layers here. Now, I don't think it calls for it, but I topped it with some extra cheese that I had left over from the previous meal. Use up all of your ingredients, Lena. There it is. Now, what you want to do is cover that with foil, knock it into your oven, let it cook for about 30 minutes. Then take that bad boy out, take the foil off, and then cook it for another 20 minutes, and voila, that's what you get. Nice, bubbly, Mexican-ish lasagna. And there you have it. That was my meal. I did this. Let's keep looking at this until the credits roll. Are there credits here? I don't think so. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching this mess. Bye!